Hello, my name is Heidi. Welcome to BLUME Botanica, where we talk about all things essential oils and holistic living. Now, if you like essential oils and would like to learn more about them, make sure to subscribe to this channel and like this video for more content like this. Now, on today's video, we are going to talk about lavender essential oil and all its amazing health benefits that you can benefit from. One of the most common ones is it's a calming effect, and it can help with anxiety, burns, cuts, and irritations on your skin, and also potentially migraines or headaches that you may have. It has a natural way to help and aid your health. Now, let's talk about lavender and a little bit about its history. Its scientific name is Lavanda angustifolia. Angustifolia is a Latin word for narrow leaf. A narrow leaf, if you've seen lavender, it's a very narrow leaf that has a purple flower bud at the top. It's really beautiful, and lavanda comes from the Latin word to wash, because in Roman times they would use lavender oil to scent their water to wash themselves, but they also used it in their food and also for aromatherapy, as we call it today. In the 20th century, essential oils were not popular, but around 1916, there was a French chemist by the name of René Maurice Gattefossé in Delon, France. He worked for a cosmetics lab working on lipid chemistry and plant extraction, and that was his focus. And he did have lavender essential with him in the lab, but he developed gas gangrene on his arms due to working on a lab, and he decided to experiment and use essential oils on his wounds. And come to find out, to his surprise, he noticed that he started healing, and he started to develop very little scarring due to using lavender essential oil. And from that, Renee shared the lavender essential oil and decided to try it at the hospitals, then civilians, and also in 1918 during the Spanish flu. And many people saw great benefits, and it became very popular. Actually, as of today, René Maurice Gattefossé is known as the father of aromatherapy. And now let's talk about lavender essential oil and its chemistry. Now, lavender essential oil is made up about 5 or 6 chemical constituents, but we're going to talk about 2 that are my favorite. The first one is linalool, which is a terpene alcohol. When you come across it, it has a very sweet smell and a little bit of a spicy scent. And one of the things that I loved when I learned about linalool in lavender is that it's part of about 200 species of plants as we know it. And almost all botanicals have linalool in them. And one of the cool things that's been studied that it helps with its calming effects. Another constituent that it is in lavender is linaloyl acetate, and it's part of the compound ester. It's an ester, and one of the things that it's known for, a study that it can help with, it's its antibacterial and anti-inflammatory effects. It's one of the reasons why a lot of people like to use it for cuts, for burns, and even headaches. I mean, if you go into PubMed or the NIH, you will find many articles and many studies. There are about 17,000 plus studies that have shown the benefits of essential oils, and lavender essential oil included. Now to the fun part. Let's talk about lavender essential oil and top 6 uses that I personally love and DIYs that you can use daily at home. Number 1, restful sleep. One of the things I love to do every night that helps me to get ready for bed is I have a glass bottle filled with distilled water, and I add about 10 to 15 drops of lavender essential oil, and I also a few drops of frankincense. It's just a personal choice, and I shake it up and I spray it on my chest. I also spray it in the back of my neck and also my eye mask or sleeping mask, if that's what it's called, and it just helps me calm me down for bedtime. Number 2, one of the things I love to use lavender essential oil for is for any skin irritations, and it's great for smoothing your skin. So I use it in my daily oil that I put on my face. I like to use jojoba oil and I add lavender to it. And I do tend to have more redness on my face, so I like to add it for any irritations or cuts or anything that I may have. But that's just personally how I like to use it. I also add about 10 to 15 drops or more on my jojoba oil bottle, and I just put it on my face. And it also, it's like I get great skin, and on top of that, it's calming and helps me throughout the day because it smells beautiful. Number 3, to calm and relax. So one of the things that I like to do after work when it's been a really stressful day or anything personal going on, I like to diffuse oils. One of the ways that I like to use it is with citrus oils. It blends very well, the citrus and the floral scent of lavender, and I diffuse it. And it's very, it's aromatherapy and it's very calming, and it really helps me relax and diffuse from the stresses of the things that happened throughout the day. And you'll soon realize that you're more calm, and it creates a great atmosphere at home. Number 4, lavender essential oil can help lower your blood pressure. One of the ways that you can do this is by ingesting it in your tea or your food. But just make sure that when you do use lavender essential oil that it's ethically sourced or therapeutic grade. A lot of the oils that you can buy in a local store are not organic and have many fillers in them. So just make sure that if you do decide to consume one, that it's ethically sourced and therapeutic grade organic essential oil. Number 5, lavender essential oil can lower your blood glucose. One of the ways that I personally like to use it is when I'm having dessert. When I have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, I make sure it's not too hot because you don't want to destroy any of its natural occurring properties. So I add a drop or 2 to my coffee or my tea to drink with my dessert. And number 6, lavender essential oil can help you with headaches and any tension that you may have around your body. One of the ways that it can be used is you take lavender essential oil with a carrier oil like coconut oil or avocado oil, and you add it to your hand or a couple of drops, mix it with peppermint or spearmint even, and then just rub it in your hands, and then you can apply it to the back of your neck. You can apply it also in your chest and even on your, especially in your temples, and make sure to wait a couple of minutes and until it helps relief. It's not gonna take it away, but it can ease the tension and the headache symptoms that you may be having. Another thing that you can do if it's really bad, which I've tried it in the past and it really helps relieve some of the tension, is grab about 3 to 5 drops of lavender essential oil in your hand. You can use it neat. Neat means you don't need a carrier oil. That's one of the oils that you can use, but first test it out because everyone is different. So I add the lavender essential oils to my hand. I rub them in my hands like this, and I just breathe it in for about 10 to 15 minutes. Make sure to do that. I would suggest adding peppermint oil as well. Just make sure, and if you're gonna use peppermint essential oil, make sure to use a carrier oil. But make sure to rub it in and just breathe it in for as long as you can, 10 to 15 minutes, and it should help ease any tension that you may be experiencing. And now to end this video, let's first talk about the precautions that you should take with essential oils. Even though they are naturally sourced, you should always use oils with caution. One of the things with lavender essential oil is that it can be used neat, is very gentle on the skin, but keep in mind everyone is different, so you are going to want to test it out first neatly on your skin, a drop in an area that it's not too sensitive, and just make sure and see how your skin reacts. And if it's all good, then you can use it neatly. But in most cases, people have no issues using lavender essential oil because it's very calming and it's not a very strong essential oil. Now, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. And I really hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And I hope you have a great day. Bye. Go ahead and grab, you can see what's in it. It's tea, not popular at all. La, 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 la. I gotta give you a side note here. Plant medicine. So on my daily skin scare, number 4. That's number 4. Holistic living. Welcome to Bloom Botanica. Thank you.